Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for your patience. I'm sorry. I had to make the baby's bottle. So my husband is hungry. He's been taking care of the baby this whole time, and I had to heat up some food for him and get the bottle made. So I appreciate your guys' patience. That's actually a good segue to kind of like explain what's going on with me. For those of you who don't know, I'm on maternity leave. I'm kind of dipping my toes back into live streaming and doing offline readings. I don't really know what my schedule is going to be. Basically, it's just like whenever I have a minute. Sometimes that might be every single day, Monday through Friday. Sometimes that might only be a couple of times. For you guys on your end, you might not really notice a difference, except for maybe I'll have shorter streams. I used to do like 3 or 4 hours sometimes. It might only be like an hour or so at a time because I don't know if I'm going to be needed. I also have a scrolling banner across the bottom of the screen as a disclaimer that I'm technically still on maternity leave, not back to work. So these live streams are going to be considered a trial. So I need your patience as I navigate balancing parenthood alongside my responsibilities doing these readings. And right now, while I figure out the best practice to execute these for you guys, this may include interruptions during your reading. It may include delays because I'm a mom first before anything else. But I appreciate you guys working with me on that, being patient. Understand that I respect your time and I will do everything I can to be as dedicated to you as I possibly can. But if the off chance you're like, I like live readings, but really I just kind of want my reading done without interruptions, I am offering offline readings for the same price 24/7. So basically, how that works is you send your donation, you send your question, or tell me what reading you want. And I try to get that to you tentatively by the end of the next business day, not including holidays or weekends. Those I have been doing, and I have been being able to stay and maintain that timeline. So hopefully that's something I can continue to keep doing. If you guys have any questions about this, let me know. We will get started on the free reads in just a second. I just want to catch up with the chat really quickly. So just to kind of let you guys know, I have Aisha with a question. I have Sophie, the Gemini, Nannies, Nat, Amy, hello and welcome in. Amanda, love, I have you. Mary, I have you. Let's see who else. Amy, I've got you. Sienna, J74 Jan, I have your question. Alexa, I have your question. Amy says, I hope you're doing well. I haven't been able to join live streams lately. Oh, that's okay. No worries on that. That's totally fine. Carmen, Content, Cameron, Teet, Maya, J74 Jan, hi. Teet, everything's going good. Thank you so much. I'm a whole mom. I am. He is gonna be 4 weeks on Saturday. I'm not rushing it, but he just turned 3 weeks. It's been a ride. I'm not used to it either. You guys, I'm sure, are gonna hear him at some point making sounds or crying in the background. Sweet Rita, thank you so much. Cynthia, I have your question. Thank you, Amy. Let's see. Sweet Rita, I have your question. Keep going. Sienna, thank you so much. Sophie, I'm soaking it up. I really am like being as present as possible, taking lots of video, taking lots of pictures. He already grew out of like some of his newborn clothes. He's a very, very long, tall baby, but he's very, very skinny. He was born 6 pounds, 4 ounces. And after he was born, he got down to 5 pounds. I think it was like 5'12" or 5'14", something like that. I think he's back up over 7 at this point, but he's just a tall, skinny little thing. So he's like lengthwise growing out of certain things, but like wide-wise, he's still really small. Mira, the free questions are free. Yes, the free questions, the free questions are free. The yes, no questions are free tonight. I'm going to get to those in just a second. Maya, thank you for checking in. Hot Sun, hello and welcome in. Mira, I have your question. J74 Jan, thank you. Hot Sun, thank you. Hot Sun, I have your question. Thank you guys for liking the live stream. And Maya, thank you so much. Okay, I'm all caught up. So let's do a fire round here where we get all these questions answered. I'm actually going to go ahead and close the list now, but everyone that's been waiting for their question to be answered, I'm doing that at this time. I'm just going to close it for anyone else that joins in, okay? All right. So, fire rounds, we are going to get started. First person is Aisha. Aisha, let's see. Also, donations are open, guys. I'll be here for probably another hour or so. Yes or no for Aisha? Aisha, I am getting a yes. Judgment. Sophie. Thank you for checking in, guys. Sophie. Timing is a little off. I have the Hangman, which is delays. But the Chariot says you're heading in the right direction, or like it's progressing. It just, the timing is a little off with that question. The Gemini. Gemini, how did your work shift go? Was I right? Was I wrong? Let's see. Yes or no for the Gemini. Gemini, there's an infatuation that this person has with you for sure, looking for every opportunity to kind of like basically be around you, be in your company. You have the Empress, which basically says this, that they think you're like a goddess and like the ideal woman, etc., etc. Now, is that going to align with his actions? I'm not sure, but I do feel like this person has a deep infatuation for you. Maybe that's love to him, so I'm gonna say yes. We'll go with yes because those are yes cards. Nannies. Nannies. I have a no. I have the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. It's a very independent energy. So basically staying friends, I think, is kind of what I'm getting right now. Next. Also, thank you for the congratulations. And I am doing well. It was a very, very hard pregnancy there at the end, or I should say delivery. Pregnancy was fine. I had a very traumatic birth experience, and I'm kind of like chuckling right now, but really it was really, really hard for me. I'll have to explain to you guys another time how that went. But I was in the hospital for 10 days, and he's here though. He's healthy, he's safe, and that's really what matters right now. And I am healing. I am healing. It's been 3 weeks, so we're good. Now, for your question, I am getting a no. I have the Five of Pentacles. This could potentially change with the High Priestess, maybe, meaning that, like, at some point down the line, this energy could shift, but I'm getting a no right now. Amanda Love. I have a no for Amanda Love, the Death card. Where are we? Hot Sun, thank you. I appreciate it. Gemini says you were right. Thank you. Can't believe you remember that. Gonna send you donations. Okay, that sounds great, Gemini. Well, you were just here last night, so. And thank you, Gemini. Yes, Nat, I agree. I do agree. That's the most important thing. All right, guys. If you're just joining us, the free list is closed. I'm working on the list that I have right now, but you are more than welcome to donate. If you have no question you still want answered, it's $5. Or you can do a mini reading and get a little more information for $8. This is for Mary. I have a yes, the strength card. For Amy. Amy, yes, the Empress. That's a good card to get. Sienna. If you all donate, let me know in the comments. I will confirm and make a donation list here in a minute. Sienna, I'm getting a no. 10 of Swords. I'm sorry. I hope I'm wrong. All right, J74. Let's see. Jan, that's kind of a lot of questions that you're asking in one. Moving forward, try to narrow it down to like one topic, because I don't want your question to get convoluted or confused with an answer. But let's see here. Yes or no for J74. Getting a yes, the Hierophant. Alexandra. So I typically don't offer financial advice, just a full disclaimer on that. You should see Nightbot throwing that in the chat. So I don't like to give you investment answers, yes or no, but I will ask spiritual guidance if this is a good direction for you. And I am getting a yes, the Lovers. That's good. That talks about partnerships as well. So if you're planning on partnering up with someone, or some type of business partnership or financial partnership or something like that. Carmen, thank you for clarifying that you are Mel, because I don't do third-party questions. I am getting a no. I have two no's here, the Four of Swords and the Hermit. That's your current energy, your current trajectory. Content. Thank you guys for liking the live stream. Thank you for being here. It's looking like a yes. Content. I have the Emperor and the King of Wands. Hope I'm right. Hammond Montiel. Question about N. I am getting a yes, but not everything is as it seems. I have the Eight of Wands in the World, meaning that this person is honest about this, but they may be withholding information, okay? Teat Wood. Okay, so another question kind of like health related. I typically don't answer health questions, but I can look into this on a spiritual level for you, make sure that you're heading in the right direction here. And I am getting a yes, the Knight of Pentacles for Teat. Moving on to Maya. I'll catch up on the chat in just a second. We got 6 more questions to answer. Maya, I'm getting a no right now. 3 of Swords and the 5 of Wands kind of seems like it's closed off at this time. Amy, have a good night. Hopefully everyone had a really great Thanksgiving also, because I know that I didn't see everyone after that. Amy, enjoy your food. I think that it said it's supposed to snow where I'm at on Friday, but I haven't looked for an update. Sienna, J74, Carmen, Content, Mary, Teets, and Maya, you're very welcome. The last 5 people, we've got Cynthia, Sweet Rita, Mira, and Hot Thought Sun. I'm going to call you Hot Sun because that's how I read it. And then we're going to move on to donations. If you send a donation, let me know. And we will get started on your reading in just a second. All right, this is for Cynthia. I am getting a yes, Page of Pentacles. Sweet Rita. Sweet Rita, I'm getting a no right now. I have the 5 of Wands. Mira, I have a yes. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles energy. This person usually does what they say they're going to do. They follow through with their word and they keep their promises. Hot Sun. I am getting a no, the 5 of Cups for Hot Sun. Is this someone that you work with or go to school with or something like something that you do like very often, like on a weekly or daily basis, you interact with this person? I have the 8 of Pentacles. That's why I was wondering. Oh, it's supposed to be Hot Sun. Oh, Hot Sun. I thought it was Hot Thought Sun. Oh my gosh, that's funny. You're welcome, Sweet Rita. Alessandra, I have 1 donation for the Gemini. Gemini, if you're here, let me know. Or Gemini, was that a tip or did you have a question? So Alessandra, I'm pretty sure I just have 1 person on my list. I'm waiting to hear back from them right now. Cynthia, I don't have a super chat option. Unfortunately, I haven't hit the metrics for super chat, but in the pinned comment, I have my Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App linked if you wanted to do that. And all of my pricing is in the description if you're interested. Mira, you're very welcome. Oh, Hot Sun, you do work with them. Okay. That's what I was wondering because I was like, I had the 8 of Pentacles, and usually that's what that means. Okay. Perfect. All right. So if you guys have any questions in the chat, let me know. If the Gemini is here, please check in. Gemini, I wasn't sure or I wasn't clear if this was a tip that you were sending me or if you actually had a question and you wanted a reading. So if you can just clarify that with me, that would be great. And then, yeah, any other donations that come through, we'll start building a list and going from there. Alessandra, you sent for a donation. Okay. You know, I think that the Gemini, because she said, send a donation, have a good night. So I think that she sent me a tip. I think that's what that was. So Alessandra, you want an in-depth love. Who did you want that reading on? The in-depth love is between you and another person. All right, cool. Alessandra, give me 1 second, okay? And I'll get started with yours. You and Esteban. Thank you so much, girl. I don't want to interrupt your reading, so what I do in between is I go, because my husband needed my help with something real quick, so that way I can get that taken care of, and then we can get your reading going without interruption. All right, so this is for you and Esteban. So I don't remember if you've gotten an in-depth love spread from me before, but I answer questions like how he feels, his true intentions, looking at what you both want, what your strengths and weaknesses are, maybe like the energy around the relationship, or if there's anything that you need to know that you don't know, that might come up as well. And the odds or potential of the relationship success. So we are going to throw that up on the screen here. And let's take a look. We're going to shuffle 1, 2, 3 times. Let's see. The deck did not cut. Again. I let the deck cut itself so that way we know what the spread is going to be. There we go. All right, I see the 10 of Pentacles, as well as the Empress and the 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. That's good underlying energy here. Speaking to like long-term relationships, him seeing you as like an ideal match or ideal partnership for him. Okay, so let's see. First, we've got how he feels about you as the Tower, okay? So the Tower is basically him saying, I feel like our connection could be more stable. I feel like we could build this better on a better foundation. In this deck, this specific card makes me feel like the energy is like intentional. Like, let's break this down and build it back up. So I almost feel like if you guys are in a relationship, he's saying, I want to create a stronger foundation with you. If you're not in a relationship, he's saying, let's start over. Let's try this again. Let's approach this from a different angle. His true intentions, I have the Wheel of Fortune. So he is hoping for the best. The Wheel of Fortune does speak to chance, taking a risk. It speaks to having luck on your side. Even it's kind of like, you know, when you play the lottery, you feel really lucky kind of thing. So in terms of his intentions with that card, it makes me feel like he really wants to take a chance here. He wants to see what this could be. This card also talks about like fate or destiny. It talks about contracts and like the things that we don't know or can't see. And so with this card specifically, it makes me feel like he's maybe just sitting there hoping for the best outcome, wanting to think maybe more positively. I feel like with the 5 of Pentacles, you're wanting to get closer. You're wanting to feel that intimacy. You're wanting to feel that closeness. You're wanting to kind of build from that. This card can sometimes make me feel like maybe you currently feel kind of on the outside, like this person's not letting you in as much as you would like, whether that's in a relationship or like you guys are just dating or it's friends with benefits, etc., etc. It's like you're like, I don't feel like I have the place in your life that I want to have. What he wants, we have is the 6 of Pentacles. So he's basically saying, I need you to match my energy. I think that maybe he feels that, or he's very aware that your connection is kind of uneven, meaning that either you're putting more effort in or he is. But he's aware of it. He's seeing it. He's saying that we need to kind of try to go at each other's pace. So for example, like let's just say you're putting more into this than he is. He's saying dial it back. Let's find common ground. Let's do this the same. So like practical ways would be if you're calling him 3 times in a day, he's only calling you once or something. Maybe you slow that down so that he can increase his effort. I know what you said is like you struggle with his intentions. You're trying to figure out like what your place is, what he wants from this. I think right now he's looking for matched energy. He's maybe, you know, if you're putting more into this, maybe he's feeling like it's too much and he wants you to pull back so that maybe he can step forward a little bit stronger. Regardless of why he wants this, he's saying like the giving and receiving, the reciprocation and all of that needs to be even for whatever reason. So maybe he's feeling pressure. Maybe he's feeling like it's a lot or it's too much. I don't really know. I'm kind of just, what is the word? Inferring here. You said we just broke up the day before yesterday. I think I was just being impulsive. Okay, so that's interesting because he's viewing you as the Tower, and the Tower is kind of where things kind of fall apart. It's unpredictable. If you look up the Tower on Google and just say, what's the general meaning and love of the Tower? It's literally going to tell you destruction. It's going to tell you like sudden change, unexpected shifts, things like that. But again, like I said, in this card, in this deck, speaks to me as like an intentional breakdown, meaning that if we're going to try to get through this, we need to just do this right. We need to start over, if that makes sense. What brings you together? We have the Temperance card. So Temperance is basically when you guys are doing well and you're thinking clearly and you're not acting rationally or impulsively. As you said, we are strong, we are good. Hey, lovely. Okay, that sounds great. Like we do well when we think things through, when we temper ourselves, when we don't just like act out, lash out, etc. And then the weakness we have here is the Lovers, finding that connection. Lovers talks about partnership, equality. That weakness is there because it's like you guys aren't able to get on the same page. You know the phrase, we're just vibing, like we're on the same wavelength. That's kind of the weakness in this connection, is that it's like you're looking for something, he doesn't really know how to deliver on that. You get frustrated because it's not how you want it, and then we maybe act in ways that we regret later. So I think it's because you guys are just not on the same wavelength. It's hard. It doesn't mean that he doesn't want it. It doesn't mean you don't. It just might mean that you're not speaking the same language. For the energy around the relationship, we have the Justice. So this is calling you to speak your truth, to be honest with him. If you regret this decision, say that. If you are still looking for something from him that is important to you, and you're like, hey, this is something I need in order to continue this connection, say that. Like, the Justice card is basically speaking your truth. It's being honest. It's also acting fairly. So apologizing if you feel like there's a place to apologize. What's hidden? We have the Strength card. So what you may not know is that your connection's a lot stronger than you think it is. You have a lot more influence over him than you think that you do, and vice versa. For the relationship success, I do have the Five of Cups. So will the relationship be successful? The potential here, it does lean towards a no with the Five of Cups, but it came out with a clarifying card, which is the Three of Pentacles. So it's saying if you guys don't work together, Three of Pentacles is teamwork, camaraderie. What's the word when you come to an agreement together? Compromise, things like that. If you guys can do those things, you can come back from this. But if you do nothing, then this is where it's going to end. Okay. So that is what I have for you. If you want to add on for anything else before I move on to the next person, just let me know. I have expected him overall. He's done better. Maybe I'm pushing him too much. The biggest thing is I feel like he involves or goes after other women. That's a struggle. Yeah, I can see that. You guys just really have to get on the same page. Like, he has to commit to you that you're the one for him. He's not interested in anyone else. You need to feel that security from him in order to be able to move on from the connection. If you feel like you're not enough and you feel like he's going after other people or giving attention to other women, and that's making you feel unsafe in the relationship, that is a big problem, because the whole point of a committed partnership is that you guys are only giving attention to each other. So if he's putting his energy in other places, that's not going to be conducive to the relationship that you want. If he's not agreeable on like working on that and kind of tempering himself there, I think that you guys are just going to keep in this cycle, unfortunately. But I do feel like it may be worth another conversation, because otherwise, like I said, the connection is just going to stop here. So if you're like, I still have fight in me, I still want to talk this through, I still want to get his perspective and try not to jump to conclusions, I still want to own up to my part that maybe I was a little too impulsive. I feel like he would probably hear you out. I just think that another conversation may need to be had. It doesn't mean that that's conversation is going to lead to a relationship, right? Or getting back together, but it may lead to clarity so that you know how to best move forward for yourself. Okay. NYCBJP. Hello. So, as far as free readings go, the list is closed for the night. We are working on donations right now. In the pinned comment on the chat, there is a link there that has linked my Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal information if you're interested in donating. And all of my pricing in the menu is listed in the description of this video. I offer different readings ranging from $5 all the way to $35. We do kind of an a la carte menu, so you kind of can build your own reading, do it however you want to. Alessandra, well, if his feelings are real towards me, then I'll talk to him. Thank you. You're welcome, Alessandra. I think really just kind of being like, hey, just be really real with me. Justice, remember I said you guys have to speak your truth. That is the energy right now that's needed. Just be like, are you interested in other people? Like, I just need to know what we're doing here. Like, maybe I jumped the gun a little bit, but I also need to know, where your head is at, so that way I can make the best decision for myself. You're welcome. You're very welcome, Alessandra. I hope you have a good rest of your night. All right, so the next person on the list that I have is Eliana. For an in-depth reading. And guys, I'm probably only going to be on for about 30 more minutes probably. So if you want to get a donation in, I definitely suggest doing that as soon as you can. Lovely. Hey friends, what's your question for me? Current energy. M's current energy. Okay. All right, sweet. Let me check on Brennan real quick, and then I'll be right back and we'll get started. Hey, sorry, Chica. I heard baby crying, so I just wanted to go make sure everything was okay. So you said, girl, I just read your messages. When I tell you if a person was shenanigans, it would be him. I did notice that he's not posting the attention-seeking stuff, and now it's more about thinking positive. That's good. I have to send you pics for you to see the difference. He has super long locks and always wears them up. Wait, did he have locks before? Because, like, I saw dreads when I remember telling you he's gonna, like, do something with his appearance, and I remember dreads. Oh, but you said so he's always had dreads, it looks like, but now he's wearing them down. Oh, how you like them. I see. I see. Okay. Let's see M's current energy towards you. Oh, for 10 years. Okay. M's current energy towards Lovely. So I think for him, he goes through waves of like sometimes feeling maybe like he can't approach you because maybe you won't be receptive towards him. And then he goes through times where he's feeling really good about himself and he's kind of in this place of like whether she responds or not, like I'm good with me. And then I think there's like this other category where right now he is at where he's just like, regardless of what happens, I feel lucky. Like I feel like I can, like if I were to approach her, I feel like it would go well. So it's almost like he's thinking more half glass full right now. The Page of Pentacles is here and it's the Witch's Tarot. So it's like this guy standing at like just the whole world ahead of him, the whole world in front of him. Maybe he's saying you are his whole world. And he's saying, I'm going to flip a coin, whether it's heads, whether it's tails, I'm going to win. I think that like it's going to go well. And I feel like I'm ready to venture out into the unknown. So this is his current energy right now. And I do really, really like it. I think that he should kind of, what's the word? Take advantage of this feeling because we don't know how long this is going to last. And as you said, he needs to be the one to reach out to you. So I think that if he can kind of pull up his bootstraps and just get it done, that would be great. But yeah, the Page of Pentacles here just is kind of like, I just am looking for an opportunity. I'm seeking an opportunity. I don't know if you can bait him at all with maybe a story that he might see to try to convince him this is an opening for him to reach out to you. If that's not what you want to do, that's fine. But I kind of feel like he's looking for an opening or he's looking for an opportunity. I have the Temperance card here. So he's really thinking things through. He's not acting impulsively. He's like, I'm waiting for my moment. I'm waiting for the moment where, you know, I can follow through with what my intentions are. Four of Pentacles talking about how he's not ready to let you go. He's holding on tight. He's saving you for later. Like he's kind of in this place where he's like, this is my special. This is funny because it's coming through almost like food. It's almost like, you know, you save your best bite for last. Like I almost feel like that's kind of him. It's like him wanting to savor you. And of course with the Knight of Cups, we're like talking, you know, romance. So he's got what is the word? Oh my gosh, hold on. I have to Google this because I can't think. So he's okay. So Roger Rabbit and Jessica Rabbit. Is this making sense to you? I'm kind of getting like cartoon eyes and a like cartoon obsession with you, if that makes sense. And you're like Jessica Rabbit to him, and I feel like he's like drooling over you. So that's kind of the vibe I'm getting here with the Knight of Cups. I feel like he's definitely feeling more on the romantic side right now, grand gestury. So maybe doing something that's like big, that's really going to catch your attention or draw your eye to him. This is also kind of the energy of like impulsively getting like your name tattooed to him or something. For some reason that's coming through as like some kind of symbol that represents you getting tattooed, just something that's like grand gesture. Like, again, he's in more of a thinking things through mindset with the Temperance card, so I don't think he'd go to that extreme. But if you understand the energy of what I'm trying to say, is I feel like he's gonna try to like be in the energy of trying to do something that feels big. It feels like a great gesture. I've thought of that like baiting, but I'm such a direct person, it may be way too obvious. So I said it comes natural, it just happened. Yeah, so that works too. I mean, you can do it however you want to do it, but it's kind of like him looking for his moment. So that's why I was saying, maybe if he felt like there was an opening, maybe you'd get that like that approach or that message or whatever from him sooner. But at the same time, you're not worried about timing, so that's fine with me. Obviously I don't have any stake in this. Fabi, by the way, I just saw you post your question. My free list is closed for the night, but you probably know that already at this point. Oh, you retracted your comment. Yeah, okay. So, let's see, what else? We have the Seven of Cups. So I think that he has multiple ways of how he may want to approach you. So one way he might say, oh, I'll react to her story. Or another thing might say, oh, I'll comment on her post. Or another one's, I may text her. I may just like randomly FaceTime her one day. I feel like he is thinking, what are the different ways that I can open this dialogue with her? And he's thinking of multiple different ways. And this isn't something that just came to him today. This is something he's been thinking about for a while. He's trying to figure out the best approach. He's saying, should I just fully go for it, full-fledged FaceTime her? Should I text her? Should I react to a post of hers? Something like that. Like, I feel like he's trying to figure out what the best way back in to your life is. And also, if he reacts to something but doesn't actually follow up with any kind of conversation, it's going to come very out of the blue. And I feel like these are his thoughts that are going along, where he's like, it may not get the reaction he's looking for from you. So for example, if you post a picture of you and he likes it, okay, whether that's a story or a post, for example, that may not open the dialogue. You may go, oh, okay, he liked it, cool, and move on with your life. So he's thinking to himself, it can't be necessarily that subtle, but at the same time, like, I don't know if I should just fully just go for it, or if that's a good way to kind of ease back into things. But I think that he feels like the smaller the gesture, the more disappointment will be associated with your response. So he's kind of leaning maybe more towards like reaching out to you in a more direct kind of way. And that's what you're looking for. We also have the Seven of Pentacles here. So I feel like this is just a development over time. This is kind of the stages that we're going through. And the Seven of Pentacles, it's basically his energy saying that I've been planting the seeds. I've been working on myself. I've been changing this. I've been working on that. And he's saying, I haven't seen the hard work pay off yet. But he's saying, I feel like it's close. I feel like that little plant is going to sprout here soon. And I'm going to start to see the reward pay off for everything that I've been working on. So he's kind of in this stage right now where he knows that there's like rumblings happening. He knows that the seeds have been planted, and he's kind of in this like waiting phase to kind of claim his hard work, basically. So his energy is kind of in this like just before. Which is why I think when I said I thought he might reach out to you last month, no, sorry, October, I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but I was definitely feeling before the end of the year. So again, I know you're not worried about timing, but still, I feel like he's in that mindset of just before something big is going to happen. And I feel like he feels it's something good. Like he feels like something good is coming his way with your connection specifically. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Tower and the Magician. And in this deck, the Tower kind of looks like someone who's intentionally destroying an old sense of self or an old narrative on purpose to rebuild. It's like something that he wanted to do intentionally. And I think that also speaks to your connection as well, is that he wants to start over. And the Magician says that he understands that that's his responsibility. While it would be easier for you to be the one to reach out, he knows this is on him if he wants anything to progress or move forward. That he is in control. It's funny that you say direct way, because when I noticed those posts that were just too obvious, I said be direct in my head. I'm just a direct person. Yeah, girl, that was when the post started in November. It was all the time. So in essence, some movement did happen in October. Okay, well, that's good. I'm happy to hear that at least. You know, things can happen, as you know. Things can be delayed. Things can be kind of put off. But it doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It just might mean that it just wasn't the time, or someone got cold feet, or maybe, you know, if he were to reach out in October, maybe it would fall flat. Maybe if he reaches out this month or next month or something like that, maybe that would offer the opportunity for you guys to flourish, you know? I think it's interesting too, because you're looking at his stories, right? He can see that you're looking at them. That might be the other driving force. Like if he knows that you're seeing his stories and you're keeping up to date with him. Unless they're like posts on his page, then he wouldn't know that you're looking at them. But I was going to say that might be another layer if he does know that you are looking at his stories and things like that, because he's going to say, okay, she's still witnessing me. And that could be like another determination, another factor for him to feel and stay connected to you. It was just a thought that I had about that. You see them sometimes if you catch them. He's probably paying attention to it too, if you're looking or not. All right. Okay. So lovely. If there's anything else you wanted tonight, just let me know. I'm probably going to sign off in about 15 minutes or so. Maybe I should throw a last call on the screen here. That might be a good idea. You're welcome. Thank you, lovely. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Hey, Beast Boy. If you wanted to donate, feel free. If you had a question that you were looking for a free answer, our free list is closed for the night. Beast Boy, if you want me to answer that question, it'll be $5. Do you want to send that over? Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App?